Good morning, students. Welcome back to the English Channel Prime for grade 8. Students, today I am going to give you the summary or the gist of this chapter, that is Prose 5 A Lesson for Nakul. In the last class, we have completed the pre-reading task and the answers that followed. We have also discussed about the author, that is Neela Subramanian. So today in this chapter, in this video, I am going to give you the summary of this lesson, A Lesson for Nakul. Students, this is about two boys studying in class 6th. The story begins like this. The boys of class 6th came out of the examination hall. Akash asked Tarun how he had written the mathematics paper. Tarun replied that it was difficult, but he had answered all the questions somewhat satisfactorily. Then Nakul came out. He was in a bad mood. When Akash asked him, he answered that he had spent much of his time in answering the difficult questions and did not find time to answer the easy ones. Akash consoled him, saying it was not the final exam. He suggested Nakul to write faster the next time or set his watch 10 minutes ahead so that he could solve all the problems. Nakul replied angrily that it was easy for him to give suggestions. Children, here the discussion is made between Akash, Nakul, and Tarun. Akash is a lame boy who came to this school, joined this school, and after the exam he asked Tarun, the monitor, how he did in his maths exam, and also to Nakul, who angrily said that he had skipped many questions. Next, Akash was a lame boy, means he was a differently abled boy. He had joined the boarding school at the end of the term. That night, Akash woke up and found Nakul sitting on his bed. He asked Nakul what was wrong with him. Nakul was worried, thinking that he had forgotten to write his name or the roll number on his answer paper. Akash took him to their teacher, Mr. Varghese. Nakul told him about his doubt. The teacher took out the answer papers, checked them, and said to Nakul that he had written his name and roll number. He also said that there was no need for him to panic. A few days later, the boys were getting ready to celebrate the school's annual day. Nakul was given an important role in a drama. Nakul was confident but little bit anxious because he had to learn a number of lines. Akash promised to help him, and with Akash's help, Nakul learned all the lines. Nakul acted well in the drama. He thanked Akash for his help. The next day they went to a picnic. Nakul declared it was going to rain. When Nakul said grumbly or gloomily seriously that it is surely going to rain, that time Akash did not accepted that answer, and Akash replied that it was going to be a fine sunny day. He asked Nakul why he always looked at things with a negative attitude. He advised him not to spoil other people's happiness with his pessimistic views. An annoyed Nakul left Akash and went to join other friends. As predicted by Akash, the day was fine and all of them enjoyed except Nakul. Nakul was hiding behind some rocks. He overheard his teachers talking about Akash. Mr. Varghese admired Akash because he was always cheerful in spite of his disability. The games teacher agreed with him and said he liked Akash for his courage. Aka's parents did not want to admit him into a boarding school and expose him to the difficulties of boarding school life. But Akash had insisted that he would join the boarding school. The teachers thought that Akash, with his cheerful attitude, was a good example to the other students. This conversation made Nakul realize his mistake and recognize Akash's good qualities. He recalled the instances when Akash had helped him. Nakul understood that Akash's cheerful, positive outlook helped Akash to live happily. Nakul also admitted to himself that his constant grumbling, mumbling must be irritating others. He decided to develop a positive outlook towards all the things. He went and apologized to Akash for his rude behavior. Nakul asked Akash how he remained cheerful despite his inability or handicap, which did not allow him to join others and play. Akash confessed that he felt hurt at first, but when he heard his grandmother's advice, he had decided to be happy always and spread cheer in his own way. Akash's grandma had said that no one would weep with him if he was always sad. Akash's grandma had told a very beautiful poem like advice. Akash's grandma said, "No one wants to weep with you if you are always sad. Lonely you will never be if you are brave and glad. Search the clouds, you are sure to see. A gleam of light will follow. Though today is grim and grey, remember there is tomorrow." Meaning, if you are always cheerful, her grandma said that no one would weep with you, will cry with you if you are always sad. You will never be lonely if you are always brave and happy. And you would always find a silver lining. And even if the day was grim, was serious and sad, there would always be a brighter tomorrow than the previous dull day. So remember, you have to be always positive and cheerful all the time. With a lot of courage, you should face the world and you should make your environment or with friends, you should always stay happy. So students, this chapter shows us the importance of being happy and making others happy. A cheerful person would always be liked by others. So you should always be optimistic and you should draw strength from your conviction and hold your pain and always hope for the good times. You should always be optimistic and positive. That is all about the summary of this story. Now let's start with the glossary or hard words and meanings. First word, anai, meaning make someone angry. Awful, meaning extremely bad or unpleasant. Bracing, meaning supportive or stimulating. Console, meaning giving comfort or sympathy. Dejectedly, meaning looking depressed. Fleeting, meaning lasting for only a short time. Gloomy, meaning sad and depressed. Mumble means speech that is not heard clearly. Panic, meaning great fear. Relieved, meaning lessen anxiety. Reluctant, meaning unwilling. Retort, meaning quick or angrily replying. Sniff, meaning drawing air in through the nose as one is trying not to cry. Startle, meaning shock or surprise. Tussle, meaning struggle. Wheedle means obtain something by being pleasant or flattering. Grim means serious. Grey means dull or uninteresting. So these are the glossary or hard words. In the next class, we'll do the question answers and exercises. Hope you understand all this. Thanks children for watching. But before ending, let's have a recap.